Welcome back to Over the Hill Acres. Beautiful 64 degrees out today. Finally doing a couple little chores around the house, working on starting to get the yard cleaned up. I trimmed up all our lilac trees. I'm going to grab the tractor now and run down there and pick up all the branches I took off and dump them down in the field. Come along for a little ride and enjoy the weather. What a beautiful day out. I've been waiting for one of these for a while. It's gorgeous out here. Spring's coming. Unfortunately, only got about 4 days of this warm weather, and then next Wednesday will be the last. Thursday the temperature's supposed to drop and we're supposed to get cold and a little more snow next weekend, but it's coming. We're almost there. March is always iffy here and there. Plus, we got to figure on a St. Patrick's Day snowstorm. Can't go without that. So I'm just taking advantage of this weather. I pruned up all these lilac trees we have here. We have quite a few of them. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. There was 10. We lost 2 this year with a bad snow. They were here when we moved into this house. The in-laws who owned the house before us, they planted one every so many years just because they like the lilacs, but they got a little overgrown, real tall, weren't producing much. I had to thin them out. So hopefully now they'll grow a little better and they'll be a lot easier to mow around. They were getting so bushy you couldn't even get close to them with a lawnmower. Let's pick up the rest of these sticks here and get them back to the woods. If you don't own a compact tractor and you're thinking of getting one in the future, my suggestion to you is make sure you get a set of forks with it, not just the bucket. I found the forks are indispensable. I bought a set last year. They're just perfect for picking up stuff like brush and things, unless you've got a grapple. I mean, everybody'd love to have a grapple, but right now I couldn't afford a grapple, so a set of forks were what I needed, and they work excellent because I can do more with forks actually than a grapple. You'll be able to unload my pickup truck and stuff like that, pick up logs and do firewood, move brush around. They're just indispensable on the farm. You really need a set of forks. So think about that when you go to buy your tractor. while. Got that little project done. Boy, that sun's a little bright. I'm not complaining though. Don't take that as a complaint. It can shine all it wants right now. Well, it's nice to come into my little work shed here and find that I can actually do something if I need to. Still clean, not a mess made yet. So I don't have anything really I'm going to do right at the moment. We're going to go play cards tonight with some friends of ours. Hopefully. Might get my beehive set out this week, just so it's outside and starting to get a little weather and get the smells off of it and everything, and find a good place that I want to put it. So I'll be ready when May gets here to put the bees right in her. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm kind of excited. See all this stuff all over my clean workbench? That's the ceiling in here. I've got starlings living in the ridge cap on this building. So when they run around up there, all this little hay and stuff that they carry in there falls out of there. I need to get them birds out of there. They just make a mess, and they go outside on the front part of the shed and sit on my outdoor light and poop all over it and turn my garage door white out there. So we're going to be having a little bit of a discussion with them shortly. I'm going to need to get those starlings out of the roof up there. They're a pain in the butt. They knock this stuff out onto the benches and stuff, and when I'm trying to do woodworking stuff in here, I got to be really careful, because when I finish something, if I leave it sit in the wrong place, they'll knock stuff down into it after I get it stained or polyurethaned. They've got to go. I just keep always finding something else to do and not get to it. So this is one of the things we're going to be tackling here real soon. They got to go. That's all there is to that. Me and them are going to have a come to Jesus meeting soon. And once I get them out of there, then I'll put screen over them little holes on the end, and that'll be the end of that. So we'll get them out of there, hopefully humanely, but whatever it takes, they got to come out of there. So it has been a beautiful day today. I've been waiting for this stuff for a long time. I'm so tired of the winter this year. We've had more snow than average lately. It's just good to see a break in the weather, and knowing there's still a little more to come yet, but that's okay. I actually have the furnace off and all the windows and doors open in the house to air out the house. Start getting that fresh smell back in there. It does good to let the fresh air blow through the house. I'll shut the windows and fire the furnace back up this evening. It'll get a little cooler, but till then, we'll let Mother Nature do its thing. Tomorrow morning, I got to run this garbage down to the dump that's been in the shed since I got it clean, plus the household garbage. So we'll get that taken care of, 7 or 8 bags, and get them out of here. That'll be good. Then I need to go get my 4-wheeler fired up, or at least pulled over here. I went to start it, and the starter just spins, so I got a solenoid issue. It's been sitting all winter. I need to get that up and running, because I depend on that for a lot of stuff around here in the summertime. So I got to figure out the issue on that, whether it's the starter or solenoid or what the deal is. But no biggie. We'll get that going and working, and I'll make sure I bring you along on that little journey. So till then, I just wanted to make a quick video and tell you how happy I was the weather has changed. Like I said, I've been waiting for this for a while. The older I get, the worse I hate the cold. Used to love the snow when I was younger. The cold temperatures didn't bother me. Could work outdoors in it for hours on end. The older I get, the more I don't really care to be outside in the wintertime. I can still do it if I need to. It doesn't keep me from getting work done, but it slows me down a little. Makes me think more before I put on my boots and go trudging out in the snow anymore. So I don't plan on moving. I still like this area. I don't mind the winters if I can just stay warm and stay cozy. So I'll probably die in this area. Now my wife, on the other hand, she'd love to be someplace warmer, but to her, she'll still live here too until probably the day she dies, because this is where all our family is, and we're big on family. All except for Cody, my son, who decided he wanted to travel up to Michigan, but that's only 7 hours away. If I want to see him, I can get up there in a day, no problem. So we will talk to you later. Have yourself a good night and a great weekend, and God bless.